Hey everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I am Peter, that is Connor, and we are going to talk about the Tick Season 1, Episode 4. It's called Party Crashers. Full spoilers for the episode as always. I'm still loving this show. If
Yeah, it's
anything,
a lot
my,
of fun.
my fondness is growing exponentially. It's not quite there, but it might soon be like the giant naked man who was on the TV news in this episode. I was not expecting such a cutaway moment.
No, came out of nowhere, didn't it?
It did. I'm sure it will play into something later on, but
God, I hope so.
oh, that's good stuff. Uh, in terms of other favourite moments, though, when Arthur's fighting Miss Lint and he holds up the vacuum and she blasts it, and then it's just this cloud of lint coming towards her and just this panic in her face.
You know where it's going as soon as it explodes. You're like,
So
this is all gonna go towards you.
good. So no, it's really good. In fact, it started off because obviously we ended the last one with a cliffhanger of Tick going out the window and falling down because he's fighting Overkill. And we start with him. He's going down in slow motion and he's talking about, it is important to go limp and not resist the fall. Just simply be falling.
This goes on for a good minute of
It
him talking
does.
about how to fall. Be aware.
It's the philosophy of falling.
Yeah,
But so that's good. But I laugh really hard because Overkill, he takes like Arthur's like documents, like his research on the case. He's looking for stuff. He's pissed he's not got the suit, but he takes his files. And when Arthur tries to stop him, he does this thing where he kind of like punches him really hard in the chest. But it's the way that Arthur goes flying really made me laugh because he sort of slides over the top of a desk and goes into a chair, and then the chair flips.
yeah.
It was a really fun motion. The whole thing,
It
just in
was.
sequence, was really amusing. So that was really good stuff. Speaking of Overkill, he had.
Yeah. I want to say his partner is the best thing in this show.
I was just about to bring up Deathboat, which obviously is a bot, but it's the artificial intelligence that's on the bot who likes to mix music tracks whilst Overkill's not around. Because that's how we're introduced to him. He's adding some bass in. He's seeing how his mix sounds. He's
Just
quite.
going, yeah. Let's listen to it. It's fantastic. I love this guy. I don't care if he's an AI. He's my favorite.
I was amused. That said, not as good obviously as Dangerboat. Was that what it's called? Dangerboat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another minor character interest in this one that led to some. I mean, him himself not that great, but it led to some fun stuff. So apparently, Miss Lint is still sharing her apartment with her ex-husband or ex-boyfriend,
Yeah.
and yeah. So first of all, he's wearing a T-shirt that says "This is what a feminist looks like." He's got a man bun, which I know Connor especially
Oh,
dislikes.
I was that in this video that we went over that? Like in this show? Or was it
I don't think it was a show.
might have been the TV news.
I don't know what it was, but in a video recently you complained about man buns.
I did. I stated my hatred of them quite strongly.
So he's got a man bun, and he's pissed that she wrecked his bike or whatever it
Yeah.
is. I actually think it was a bike. I think you don't get a good look at it, but there's something else behind him. I think it was like a tricycle or something like that. It was something weird like that. Um, but she's like she's got the suit because we were debating if she actually had the suit last, but she does. She's got the suit, and she's pissed that she can't get into it because apparently it's imprinted onto Arthur. So now he's the only person who can actually control it and do things with it. But yeah, just the way she like talks to. I think his name's Derek. The way she's like, "Oh, screw you, Derek." Like whenever he's like, "It's my half of the condo. Screw you." It's like just the idea that this villain is sharing an apartment with someone who's not a villain.
Yeah, because they don't want to buy the other person. Like
Yeah.
she won't pay to buy his half, but she won't give up her half because it's her home and she was there first.
Yep. Yep. That's the sum of it. We have Tinfoil Kevin, who's now a character. The Tick. Arthur lets the Tick stay because he realizes the Tick has no place to go and sleep, so he lets him stay on the couch. And when he wakes up, a homeless man that goes by the name of Tinfoil Kevin, because he likes to wear tinfoil hats, is in the apartment.
It's also another good funny moment where you hear the shower running, Arthur goes up, and then thinking he's talking to the Tick, obviously, and then you just see the Tick walk out behind him.
Yeah, and of course we were building up to the birthday party. The stepfather Walter, who I did not know was played by French. I don't know how to say that. The C, there's a C, right, but it's got like a weird like extra bit, and I don't know how to pronounce
A
it.
weird extra bit.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not an umlaut. I've never seen this before.
below it, like a little squiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. I've seen that in Spanish before.
Do you know how to say it?
No,
All right.
I, I know what you're talking about though.
He played a Dharma scientist on Lost, and he's Gao, not Mao, sorry, on The Expanse.
Because say I was like, "Gal,
Yeah, Mao.
that's a woman."
Yeah, Mao.
Yeah,
On The Expanse. So it was nice to see him. I wasn't expecting him. And of course, he not as quickly as I was expecting, but he did get to the feet. He did ask how. He asked how Arthur's feet was. It was fun how like, Arthur walks in and his mum was immediately like. First of all, I wasn't sure how nice she was going to be to him. Like I wasn't sure how they were going to set up. Like has she been kind of rough with him ever since the death of his father, kind of thing? But no, she's actually quite nice. A bit overprotective, and she's arranged for like 3 of his ex-therapists to all be at the party. Just screaming intervention at him. But yeah, he does okay. But of course, the big problem is that the Tick has decided that he is going to come to the party, even though he wasn't asked. And he's a hit with everyone. Like pretty much everyone but Arthur and Dot are like, "Oh, you brought a friend on." In fact, turns out,
and they're like, "Hey, we got a superhero celebrity sort of here."
Yeah, and turns out Walter's quite a big fan of superheroes, so he's delighted to have him around.
He's like, "This is a great present."
Yeah, but of course, Miss Lint, knowing now that Arthur is the one that needs to access the suit, she also shows up at the party. Some fun stuff where his mother and sister think it's like his new kind of girlfriend because she's pretending. And again, some humour because the Tick is like, Arthur's like, "Hey Tick, don't you recognise her from before?" "No, I don't believe I've met."
Yeah.
Just, Tick being Tick. But no, more good stuff. And they go up and she makes him wear the suit. And once he gets it going, though, I mean, there's some fun stuff with him. Like he's trying, because it's all like in head's display, and he's like moving his head to make it.
Like that.
Yeah, and it cuts back to Miss Lint, and she's just looking at him like he's crazy, like he looks kind of idiot. But he decides basically doesn't want to take it off. He's going to, be a hero. So he fights back, which leads to the great moment with the vacuum and all the lint coming towards her, and her looking terrified by the thought. And we get our cliffhanger, which is he basically jumps off the balcony, but his wings that are in his suit kind of trigger.
I like that before the wings come out, I was like, okay, so we're starting and ending with a fall.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a nice moment.
Yeah, this one felt a bit more sudden to me.
Yeah.
Rather than a sort of natural breaking point, but hey, it's not a big deal.
No,
but no,
I agree with that. It was a bit.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that was the end.
Yeah, other small points. Dot is refusing to do more work for the mob. She's like, "No, I'm sick of I'm not. I'm in med school. I'm a paramedic. I'm not going to do all this dodgy illegal shit where I'm helping you." So she's trying to break away from that. She tells the guy over the phone.
Clearly going to go badly.
Yeah, probably.
Probably need the Tick to step in and help her out a bit.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, because there's a lot of moment where Arthur kind of not figures it out, but she drops a bit of knowledge she shouldn't actually know. And he's like, "How do you know that?" It's like, "Oh, that's not important." But she sort of brushes past it, and they go on with the scene. But no. And we also know that Ramsay and his men are on the way to the house because they're tracking the suit. Because the suit's turned on, they can track it. So
makes sense.
They're coming as well. So Arthur's parents' house, mother and stepdad, are. It's not looking too hopeful for that house. Maybe
it's not, is it?
Maybe pretty shut up.
So far, it's not bad. Just an exploded vacuum.
Oh no! There was at least one Miss Lint with the electric. There was one big scorch mark on the wall.
Scratch on the wall. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
nothing too bad yet.
At the very least, there's a paint job to be done upstairs. That is the very least.
Bit of filler.
A bit of filler. Oh dear. But no, I like this episode a lot.
It is. Also, my favourite thing about Tinfoil Kevin, he's homeless, but he is not officeless.
No, he's got an office.
Because he's like, "You need help? Drop by the office." Which begs the question why he doesn't just sleep at the office. But
he's almost offended when Arthur thinks he doesn't have an office. Why would you have an office?
He's like, "I'm homeless, not officeless."
Because people usually make a point of getting a house first.
Yeah, rule of thumb. Generally, how society goes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an office. I guess I'm officeless.
I guess you are. Oh, shame.
You're officeless.
Kind of. This is kind of an office. It's a separate room, just dedicated.
No, calling a room in your house an office is not the same thing as having an office.
It counts.
No, it does not. Like, you have... Like, he clearly is talking about an independent building.
He is. He
Well,
is.
of course it's independent because there's no house to put it. But
I'd love the idea if it was just a house and, and it's just he like he's just rented out one room and he's like, but it's like he didn't make it into a bedroom or anything. He's like, no, this is an office.
he doesn't want to sleep where he works, and he thought work was more important, so he doesn't sleep there.
What a strange man.
Very
What a great
strange.
addition.
Yeah.
I love what he was making the tinfoil hat with the tick. They were sat at the table, and he was just making one like that was like the tick's hat. Had the antenna coming out. Like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah. Also, worth mentioning that Arthur now knows that Miss Lint is like curious about the terror being alive. Like, oh, you think so too? Like, that was a big part of the conversation. So yeah, we're building the mystery stuff. Not a whole lot of new elements to add on to it this episode, but all the beats that were interesting to some new side characters that I'm sure are going to pop up again, including the AI of the boat, Dangerboat.
God, I hope so.
Derek, Walter, even Arthur's mom, like all these characters that I'm sure are going to be sort of recurring from time to time.
I hope so, but I can take or leave them as long as I get more Dangerboat.
There's no way they introduce Dangerboat without the intention of at least seeing him once
They
more.
can't do, surely. That would be evil.
It would be evil because he's great.
Exactly.
Anyway, so that's episode 4 of The Tick. So no, still liking it a lot. All the ongoing mysteries are still ongoing, and yeah, so we had some good action in this one. Mostly though, it was funny moments with new characters interacting with like our main cast and
So it was actually quite a big influx of new characters in one episode.
It was.
When you think about it.
At the same time though, it never felt like it was overstuffed.
No, and I got a handle on who all of them are. Like
Yeah.
I know who all of these people are. They've all got things.
Yeah, they're all well defined in a pretty quick amount of time.
Yeah, given that this is, I think it might be one of the shorter episodes as well.
Yeah, it was like
it
20,
felt
27 minutes, something like that.
right. So it didn't feel like any longer or anything.
So, so I guess that's really tight writing. They can introduce like 3 or 4 new side characters, and all of them are unique enough that I can remember who they all are in terms of personality. I can remember. Yeah, I can remember all the names actually now I think about it.
Yeah,
Dangerboat, Dangerboat, Derek, Walter. Yeah.
Tinfoil Kevin.
And Tinfoil. Yeah, there you go. All 4 of them, and they all have their own thing, and then they're all memorable.
And
So
if you follow our reviews in general, you'll know how rare that is for us to with names. We're often checking them. You'll see Peter glance over a lot at names, but it's rare that they're defined enough to remember them that easily.
yeah, so fair play. So as much as it didn't really focus on the main mystery as much as the previous episodes. What it did very well and very efficiently. So
Yeah.
credit. We only have 2 left, which kind of sucks. This is where I'm regretting this whole splitting the season in half strategy.
I kind of wish they'd just given me all at once.
Yeah, there you go. So we will be back with episode 5 very soon. We might not quite get to it tomorrow, but certainly after that we'll have the last 2 episodes up over the next couple of days. So thank you very much for watching. Let us know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Get us on Twitter at mailed_fuzz for channel updates. If you want to support the channel, head over to patreon.com/mailfuzztv. You can do that over there, but otherwise that is us. So thank you once again for watching. Keep watching TV. Have you got any vanilla?